My name's Christian. I've lost friends because I'm engaged to my trans fiance, Eden.
Christian's a teacher, and I saw one of his students post a video of him on TikTok.
I don't want to interrupt y'all's conversation. I'll wait.
Thought he was cute, slid in the DMs.
As soon as Eden slid into my DMs, about 2 messages later, we hop on FaceTime and she immediately tells me she's trans.
Within a week, he was in my house.
Did I ever tell you that Eden's trans?
No.
I'm Jesse, and this is my partner Cassidy, who's a trans woman. One thing I was definitely taught was a natural woman is who you're supposed to be with, and if you're with anybody else, you're gonna be out of this household and out of this family.
I'm Joseph.
I'm Madison, and people judge our relationship because I'm a trans woman.
And I moved her in after the first date, 17-year age difference.
We did definitely jump in this relationship. People that judge mine and Joseph's relationship find a new hobby. Because we're not going anywhere, honey.
This is Christian. He fell in love with Eden.
People judge us because my fiance is trans and I'm straight. I started getting like random hate messages. Like, I want to live a nice, peaceful life.
That's a man. Wife, you mean boyfriend. Being called a man every 4 minutes when I check my phone, it just becomes like numbing.
And all that trash and all that scum, they can all float down to the bottom. I definitely had some relationships just kind of fizzle out.
Today, Christine's dad will be revealing what he thinks about the relationship.
Did I ever tell you that Eden's trans?
No.
My name's Christian. I've lost friends because I'm engaged to my trans fiance, Eden.
So we met 2 years ago. Christian's a teacher, and I saw one of his students post a video of him on TikTok.
I don't want to interrupt y'all's conversation. I'll wait.
Thought he was cute, slid in the DMs. Within a week, he was in my house. And within a day, he got my name tattooed on him.
I know in the beginning, like, a lot of my family was like taken back by our relationship. I'm not sure it was like you being trans though. I think it was because like it happened so fast.
About a month after that, we got engaged.
Baby, will you marry me?
And a month after that, he moved in with his son.
Yeah, a lot of people just thought it was like for clout. As soon as Eden slid into my DMs, about 2 messages later, we hop on FaceTime and she immediately tells me she's trans. And like being from Texas, I didn't really know what that is or what that's about. I was like, it doesn't bother me, whatever. Even before you transitioned, I wouldn't say you're like the most masculine boy I've ever seen, to be honest with you.
I transitioned around 18, 19. I've pretty much always known I was different, but I didn't have the right words to articulate my feelings until I saw a trans person on TV. And that's when I realized like, oh my God, like this is me. A lot has changed, but like I can still see myself in this. This was probably the last photo you'll see of me as in boy mode. The dog came out.
This is the point where like if I saw you on Tinder or something, like I would definitely be swiping right, you know what I mean? I'm like, whoo!
Does it feel weird like looking at that and knowing that that is your fiance?
You know, this is not like what I'd be typically physically attracted to. And physical attraction is really important in relationships. Like, I can tell you have a kind soul. I went into this relationship super open-minded. I like her, she's cute. And then like I started getting like random hate messages. And like I had never experienced something like that. Like I lived my entire life as a white cis male. I didn't really get a lot of like random hate. I was just a TikTok teacher.
Cringe? I know you did not just call my video cringe because I've seen the way your mom comments on my video.
Why do people think they can wear crop tops as a teacher? I agree, like, look at this.
I started advocating for LGBT students a lot more.
I do not want your children to be gay. I do not want your children to be straight. I want your children to be happy.
People ask very inappropriate questions, like super out of pocket. Like you would never ask these questions in real life.
And I can't blame them for being curious, but I'm not gonna ask a random person about their genitalia. The biggest misconception people have is that he's gay and I'm a man.
Yes, I know it's okay to be gay. Of course it is. But like you calling me gay insinuates that Eden is a man, which is not okay with me.
If he wants to be with the man, he will go be with the man. I am getting ready for my photo shoot. It's a super special photo shoot because it's my first photo shoot with Christian. We are in my closet. All my shoes, my purses, this bag, it was custom bedazzled. And I actually just got this bag. It's a vintage Louis Vuitton bag that I had cleaned. I had all the leather replaced and made brand new. So yeah, that's where all the money's going. Bags.
Most of my teaching clothes and stuff like that comes from the thrift shop. I don't really buy into it too much. I do wear more pink now.
I've had my influence.
Coming from Texas, a lot of people are not exposed to LGBT, trans type people. I never had anybody like be extremely hateful, but I definitely had some relationships just kind of fizzle out. It made me feel like perhaps they didn't love or care for me as much as I thought.
What does that say about your friendship with them?
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good test. Like, tell your friends you're gay or something and see if they still love you. Like, that means they're good friends. You know, it would be a really good idea if we call your dad and ask him what he thinks about this. We've never really had this conversation with him, so.
Yeah, we really don't know. Dad?
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing well. You look very handsome.
Well, thank you.
What did you think when I told you about Eden?
I was excited for you.
Did you have any reservations about our relationship?
No, reservations about you moving out to Los Angeles? A little bit, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's a long way from Texas.
Yeah, that's for sure. You're kind of a conservative guy, so when I told you that I was moving out to LA, you're like, oh my God, it's the land of the liberals, right?
I was worried that maybe it was chasing fame. They would say, you know, fame doesn't last.
Did I ever tell you that Eden's trans?
No.
No. So I never told my dad that Eden was trans.
We sort of just assumed that you saw the video.
I actually found out that Eden is trans from my sister, who called me and asked me what my thoughts were about it. And I said, I hope you guys are happy, and being trans, that doesn't matter to me, right? That you guys love each other, that's what matters.
You're a good dad.
And this is why we love you.
Would the online judgment ever stop you from posting?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
If anything, it is fuel.
Bro is 100%.
Like, it's just constant.
Yeah. We try not to focus on the hate comments.
Lately, I've just been liking them. I think it makes them more mad. That's a man. Wife, you mean boyfriend. Being called a man every 4 minutes when I check my phone, it just becomes like numbing.
We got one the other day where they called us liberal psyops. They're like, they've got to be paid by the government to push this agenda. I was like, that's deep, dude. These kind of videos remind me I am living in the most corrupted society ever in history. This is the end of the world.
It goes on.
It goes on forever.
Ready?
Yeah.
There's 80,000 comments. Who gets 80,000 comments? Gets in here for 8 hours and it will still keep going. And it's just all bad.
Thank you for coming. So I was thinking of putting Christian in a black on black look with a black harness with some chromes, and then Eden the doll. We're gonna put her in a bralette.
And these are heavy, good quality.
Heavy.
The majority of our recent hate comments are about how we raise Ashton. Let me see your nails, buddy. Oh, they look good. Listen to this comment. Indoctrinated at a young age to be gay because of his queer parents. What's new? Because the kid wore pink. My son Ashton is 5 years old and he's a super bubbly little guy. Buddy! Oh!
Life as a stepmom has completely changed my life. I never in my wildest dreams ever thought I would live with a child.
It's my baby.
Let alone help raise a child. And I think that's something that not a lot of trans people get to say.
Because we don't go by, like, I guess, typical gender norms. If he wants to wear pink, we don't care. Like, if he wants to play with a Barbie, we don't care. Like, he also skateboards, plays video games.
No, bud, of course you can't.
I should know. You need a pink Barbie card.
When people see a kid in pink, they're like, oh my God, you're pushing on the liberal agenda. You're making him queer.
In that dress over there.
And your pronouns are they, them. That's when we get really defensive. It's one thing to talk about a full-grown adult, but when you're talking about a child, if you're bullying a child, that is disgusting. And that's something we don't stand for.
Now, buddy, what do you really want to get?
The Barbie house.
Those comments calling me a bad father are the ones that hurt me the most. You did so good, bub.
I get the biggest sense of fulfillment when I have someone reach out to me and tell me that I changed or inspired them, or I'm the reason they transitioned, or that I saved their lives. They look at me for hope. And for every hate comment that I get, there's 10 positive ones. Vijay, you're amazing. Oh my God.
Couldn't do it without you.
We're very yin and yang, and on my worst qualities, he really helps manage and he really helps bring out the best in me.
I'm also really thankful that Eden came into our life and she can be that womanly figure in both my life and in Ashton's life.
I hope me showing this part of my life helps other trans people know that it does get better and there's ultimately a light at the end of the tunnel, and we also deserve the fantasy ending that we all want. And we're not trying to change anyone's opinion about us. We're really just trying to show you our authentic selves. If that isn't enough, then there's nothing else we can do but be ourselves.
Then thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
This is Jesse. He fell in love with Cassidy.
I'm a proud trans woman.
Jesse was raised in a strict conservative family.
One thing I was definitely taught was a natural woman is who you're supposed to be with, and if you're with anybody else, you're gonna be out of this household and out of this family.
And their relationship has caused a stir with loved ones.
The main misconception that people have is that he's gay.
I was very apprehensive.
Right.
I didn't know that he was open to having a relationship with a trans girl.
I'm Jesse, and this is my partner Cassidy, who's a trans woman.
Jesse and I met off of Instagram. The first thing I saw was muscles, and so I was like, okay.
I actually messaged her and I let her know that she's beautiful. We were about 3 or 4 messages in, and she said, hey, I just want to let you know that, I'm sorry if it changes the dynamic of things, but I'm a trans woman. And I said, no, sweetheart. You don't have to apologize for that. You're just a special kind of woman. It was a beautiful moment, and we kicked it off ever since.
We faced a lot of judgment when we started our relationship. I think the main misconception that people have with our relationship is that he's gay. I've received the whole load of hate comments, being like, you'll never be a woman, how dare you? A lot of religious comments too, about how I should kill myself, and you're going to hell. So this one says, sir, lipstick and heels doesn't make you a woman. You can't change biology, you can't change chromosomes. You are just an insecure guy who didn't accept his body, so you did plastic surgery. You keep living in your fantasy. It definitely gets to me sometimes, but I can't let it affect my day because I'm used to it. At the beginning of it, I couldn't help but think it was my fault for all the backlash that Jesse was receiving. But we persevered through everything, and it was something that really made us stronger.
My upbringing was probably a little more intense than the most. I was brought up around a very masculine family, very toxic masculinity household. I was always taught to act out, be the tough guy. Natural woman is who you're supposed to be with, and that's it. And if you're with anybody else, if you're gay, if you're ever with a trans girl, you're gonna be out of this household and out of this family. My friends and family, at first, they were shocked because the alpha masculine tatted up male is now dating a transgender woman. My family was worried about their reputation, not mine. The whole entire world's gonna know my son's gay. He's dating a trans girl. So we're gonna FaceTime Jordan right now. This is a best friend of mine who's been through with me through all points of my life. So we'll give him a call and see what he has to say, because he was reluctant on our relationship in the beginning. Jordan, what's up?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
So, I wanted to ask you a couple questions about my relationship, because I know it's been a lot. How did you first feel about hearing that I was dating a woman like Cassidy that's trans?
I was, definitely a little shocked and apprehensive. It got blown up back here at home, and knowing you my whole life, I didn't know that, I didn't see that.
One of the first things that probably came out was probably he's gay.
People definitely have that perspective on it. I was just very much confused.
I was confused too. Cassidy educated me and said, no, honey, you're straight. Don't you look at me like a woman? I said, yeah. She's like, so where do you find the word gay? And that's when I realized, yeah, I'm not gay at all. I'm an alpha male that's attracted to femininity, and that's exactly what I got right here.
What was your first impression of hearing that Jesse was dating a trans girl?
I didn't know that he was open to having a relationship with a trans girl. So it was shocking to me at first. And it was new for all of us, but when I saw how happy Jesse was, that all my transgressions went out the window. Yeah. And I realized it doesn't matter to me. It's what makes Jesse happy.
I really appreciate you, Jordan, for seeing me as I am and not what other people say about me and what other people project onto me.
Like I said, Jesse's happiness is what matters to me.
Awesome, Jordan. You're the best.
Hey, brother, I appreciate you. You know I love you since day one. And ain't nothing ever gonna change over here.
No doubt, bro. I love you too.
Bye-bye. It's been amazing seeing my best friends eventually come around, and my mother and some of my uncles and aunts. It's truly amazing.
And I never had that, you know, somebody's family give me that type of love and appreciation before. I always knew I was a woman. I started transitioning when I was 14, and at that time it was not spoken about. And I had to do it in the safety and the privacy of my room, my bedroom. And that was the only time when I got to be myself. I have found it definitely hard to date as a trans woman. Guys, most of the time, I don't think is ready to put that out there in the world where it's something that they see or their family sees as taboo or something that's non-traditional, and it's been really hard to go through that. My family reacted to the relationship, I think, more cautious than anything from what I've dealt with in the past. Relationships with abuse and trauma, they were scared, they were nervous, they saw his pictures, they were like, oh God, a tatted up, you know, biker. They were like, Cassidy, what are you doing? And I was like, no, like you have to meet him, like you have to, you know, see him and feel his energy.
Cassidy's changed my life for the better because she is slowly helping remove the hate that's been instilled in me since a kid.
Just knowing that I have somebody that fully supports me, no matter what I do, he's always there for me.
Our message is, don't be scared to embrace who you love. Because if I was still scared to let it out to this world, I would be hiding everything that is so beautiful about us. But instead, I let it out there.
Throughout our hardships and throughout us being judged so much in our relationships, we want to show that it's still possible to live a happy relationship and not even care about what people think.
I'm Joseph.
I'm Madison, and people judge our relationship because I'm a trans woman.
And I moved her in after the first date. We've definitely had to learn a lot of our personality quirks. We have a 17-year age difference.
We did definitely jump in this relationship very quickly. So Kmart is my best friend.
The pace at which they're moving, it's giving red flag, you know, love bombing.
What did you think when I told you I was moving in with him?
I'm 41 years old.
I am 24 years old. Justin, I met at an after party. So romantic.
She was wearing a black dress. She had her hair down and she looked really stunning.
My first impression was that he has a nice beard.
She was really sweet and kind, and the part about her being a trans woman didn't bother me at all.
His and I first date, we went out to eat, and it was a really good night. We ended up drinking a little bit. I moved in right after the first date, which was a big concern for a lot of people that we know.
We've definitely had to learn a lot of our personality quirks.
We did definitely jump in this relationship very quickly, so my friends were very skeptical.
We have a 17-year age difference. But to me, I feel like age is just a number.
I just enjoy the friendship aspect. You know, I think that's something that I lacked in my previous relationship is like the friend part about it. I think you're fun, you're uplifting, you're a vibe.
Thank you. You're a vibe too.
How would you describe my look, babe?
Sexy, elegant, and I think fun. I like to see her transform from a casual, laid-back look into a glamorous look. What time is Kmar meeting us again?
So Kmar is my best friend. She's a local artist here. I've known her since middle school, so we go way back. When I introduced her to Joseph, she was very skeptical and very protective.
She probably won't hold back.
Oh, she will not hold back.
My name is Kmar Woods. Maddie, she just got out of a pretty toxic relationship. I'm really just concerned for the safety and like the longevity of the relationship with how quickly things are moving.
Okay, well, I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah.
It's giving red flag, you know, love bombing. I'd like to ask him what his intentions are with my daughter.
Hi. How are you?
Good. So good to see you. Hello, Joseph.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you again.
I just wanted to kind of hang out and have like a conversation that I've been wanting to have with you. You know, about me and Joseph. So I just want to know, what did you think when I told you I was moving in with him? Oh my gosh, there's so many challenges when dating as a trans woman. I've been through so many like bad guys, through so many bad situations with men. So yeah, it's been a challenge for me. And honestly, like I thought I was never gonna find love at this point. When I met Joseph and I saw that he was a good guy and that he was willing to be in public with me without any hesitation, that was really eye-opening to me.
I thought it was like a little very soon, you know?
It was very quick.
So, like, how's the dynamic going? Are you guys getting along?
Oh, we've been doing good.
Yeah.
We haven't been having
It's been really good.
Yeah.
We've been trying new things, trying like hikes and going outdoors and trying new restaurants and foods. It's been actually pretty fun. And
that's fun.
Yeah.
It's like the dating process, but you guys are already moved in together.
Yeah. Yeah, like fast forward.
Although moving in together, I'd say would be a red flag behavior. The meter for my intuition and who you are as like an individual, I'd say I really vibe with as well. At the end of the day, I just want you to be happy, and I know you've been through so much with previous connections, and I want you to take good care of her and, you know, just make sure she's safe.
Unfortunately, the horrible thing about being trans is like you just never know who's looking at you and who knows. You know, you kind of just have to put on your, you know, your big girl shoes and keep walking. I mean, we don't really get that much hate in person. It's more online when I mention that I'm trans through a video. Then it's like hundreds of hate comments.
Commenting with no profile picture.
Exactly. I've been a content creator since I was 13 years old. When I was younger, it was definitely a way of like escaping my reality, but now it's become very important to me. As a trans woman, you know, I do have a lot of people who look up to me. Kiss the air.
Okay.
Like right there.
Okay, Cruella, let's go.
What? Ever since I introduced Joseph to my platform, he has also been receiving that level of hate. That's cute, I guess. I mean, I've had death threats. So yeah, I've had death threats sent to me. I get comments like, so you both are gay, nobody cares. He's gay. People calling me queer. Yeah, the comments are not very nice, but there's a lot of comments just saying that my boyfriend's gay for dating me.
To me, I am who I am, and I don't have to explain that to anybody else. What matters the most is that I love this person next to me and that we are in a positive and healthy relationship.
It makes me feel a little sad that people are so judgmental, but at the end of the day, I feel like my voice is being heard because of my platform, and it makes me feel on the other side really grateful and privileged that I'm able to be such a light in others' lives.
The fact that you live in your authenticity and are who you are, I think it draws love to you more. And I think it's a really good example, a good example to the trans community, to give people hope that there is love out there.
And I love that you say that, because that's my goal, is to just, you know, because at once upon a time, like, I was just a little trans girl who didn't think that I would find my partner. And I just want to show these girls what's up and show them that they can and that they will.
Cheers to love and abundance. Come on.
Cheers, baby. Joseph has definitely changed my life for the better. I feel like before him, I felt like a sense of just loneliness and feeling like I'm lost. Joseph gave me that sense of like security and fulfillment. You and I, we work because we are unique and we are empathetic for not only ourselves and our relationships, but for everyone around us. People that judge mine and Joseph's relationship, find a new hobby. Because we're not going anywhere, honey.